Welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. This is Half Jokes and Full Truth. I am your host, the Hitman, Mr. J. Now, I know a few of you are probably wondering, like, Hitman? Yeah, that's right. I added the Hitman because I hit you all with a lot of different things. I hit you with a little bit of history. I hit you with a little bit of what's going on in the world today and some different other things. So, yeah, I thought it was appropriate. But every day we wake up in the United Mess of America. Here on this channel, we laugh to keep from screaming. The jokes I have and the truth is full. So, welcome to the show. Today on this show, we're going to talk about a few different things. We're going to talk about a lawman, Bass Reeves. You may or may not have heard of this guy, but we're going to talk about him. That's my history lesson for today. And also, I have a guest. Now, the last time that you all saw the show, uh, I had the missus on here, and a lot of you liked it, especially females, but you all enjoyed the show. So obviously, she's going to be back, and we're going to do another show. But today, it's my homeboy, and I've been knowing him for about 12, maybe 13 years. I'm not really sure, but we've been really, really good friends for about the last 7. So you all give a warm welcome to my homeboy, Big Tim Balin Whalen.
Thank you for the introduction.
Yes, sir. So how's it going, man?
All right, man, it's going good, man. I can't complain. Been blessed. Um, all I can tell you is that I'm just gonna keep rocking, man. Just got to keep rocking.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Well, I got you. You know, one of the things that we do on this show is we definitely promote African Americanism. And this is
Yeah.
a young man, and he's young. and that's right. And he's an entrepreneur, and he has his own business, his own company. So why don't you go ahead and plug that for the people? Let them know.
All right, I'm the CEO of Wayland Enterprises. We are a real estate company. We buy and hold, buy and sell, fix and flip. So, and we are getting into the hard money phase. We're trying to invest in people's projects, and we loan you the money, and we expect a return. So, I'm just trying to put my my eggs in different baskets.
Right, right. And that just kind of speaks to what I'm doing. Um, when I tell you all that, yeah, I got the podcast, and it's all new. He and I, we still have full-time jobs
Yes.
because that's how we pay our bills. So definitely, if you need something, you want something, definitely reach out to him, and we'll let you all know again at the end of the show what his business is, what his company is, and he's a real good guy. So definitely, if you need something, definitely reach out to my man here. And with all of that being said, let's get the show on the road. So, Bass Reeves. Now, a lot of people may or may not know about him. And of course, anytime I talk to you all, I'll let you know that African American history is still being neglected because they're still teaching my 16-year-old daughter the exact same thing that they taught me 40 years ago. Even though you've got the internet and you can look up all kinds of African American history and find actual facts, but in school, they're still teaching the exact same thing. Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King, and they may touch on Malcolm X because he was a rep. So, but with that being said, let's get into Bass Reeves. Now, Bass Reeves, he was actually born a slave, and somewhere around 61, 62, he gained his freedom. He took his freedom.
Hmm.
He stole himself. Yeah, because that's they actually would put stuff like that in the paper, like this guy stole his the white man's property or the European American's property. What? How can I steal myself? But anyway, so he actually gained his freedom in about 62, 61, 18 now. Don't get it twisted. So somewhere around there, he gained his freedom. Now, once he gained his freedom, he went west. He left the Mississippi Delta and he went west. And once he went west, and the Emancipation Proclamation had been passed by Abraham Lincoln, which always bothers me that people say that he freed us. No, he did not. He freed slaves in rebellion states, the traitor states. And of course, a lot of they don't want to say what it is. But anyway, so he went west and he ended up becoming a marshal. And this dude was so clever that he would disguise himself. And of course, if you're a gang of bandits, thieves, uh, cattle rustlers, whatever you are, if you see a downtrodden Negro somewhere off in the corner, you're really not concerned about that. You're sitting around running your mouthpiece, talking about all the things that you've done, and he's sitting right there, and he's a lawman. And that night, you're running your mouthpiece, talking about all that you've done, and then in the morning, you're in shackles by him. And
Hmm.
the thing is, this guy, this guy didn't arrest 100 people. He arrested thousands. At that point, I don't really think that, you know, you're arresting people. You pretty much got a collection. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got a collection of criminals. You know how, like, you may have a daughter who collect dolls. That's what he did. He had a collection. Well, let's see. On this shelf, we got murderers. Up here on this shelf, we got cattle rustlers. Down here, we got bank robbers. Hey, those are all the people that I collect. And that's what he did. And he did it for years. And he was really, really good at his job. And to let you all know, anytime African Americans do anything good, European Americans always steal the shine. Now, it is said that the Lone Ranger is based off of Bass Reeves. So,
Wow.
with that being said, y'all, give it up for Mr. Bass Reeves Lawman.
That's right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is the Black History part of our show. And we're going to take a break and we'll be right back. Come back. All right. We're back. We had to take a break. Got to pay some bills. I'm just lying. we put, we're putting the bills back in the mailbox because we don't have them.
Same
but they
thing.
go back in the mailbox. So, but one of the so I'm just gonna talk about politicians and some of the things that they've got going on or that they've had going on this week. It's a lot of arguing, bickering, and fighting over AI. It's a lot going on with this. And my thing is, you know, I, I'm kind of on the fence, but I know AI is here and it's here to
Yeah.
stay. It's kind of like when the internet first came out. You know, those who didn't embrace it are now what? Left behind. So AI is pretty much the exact same thing. So it's gonna be a part of our lives. It's gonna be a part of our world. So whether you like it or not, you might as well start getting used to it and dealing with it. But the politicians, for some strange reason, they're all arguing about it, and like all of a sudden, it seems like they all just recognize that AI exists. Well, okay, it's been a few years, and yeah, it's here. But the things that they're arguing about, like America has to be first in the AI race. I, I don't have a problem with that. But what I have a problem with is how about we become first in lower grocery prices?
Come
How
on.
about that? Let's do that. Let's work that out first. You know what I mean? Let's work that out. Let's become first in lower gas prices. Let's become first in affordable housing. Now I'm gonna tell you about groceries. I was in Kroger uh Friday and green bell pepper, $2, molded,
Oh gosh.
rotten. You know what I mean? And don't they
Wow.
expect you to pay for this mess? But yes, I don't remember when bell peppers were like 69, 59 cents. And this
Yeah,
ain't
absolutely.
been but a year ago. Now you're talking about $2 for a green bell pepper. When I spent $2 for a bell pepper, it was like one of the exotic ones, the red one, orange one, something like that. The green peppers have always been under $1, but not anymore. You can forget that. Those days are gone. And something else that which I might just run this as my rant of the day. Uh One of the things that I saw, and I should have looked it up, but I did. And before I get too far gone, because I'm getting ready to go into this rant, before I get too far gone, uh, my homeboy Tim did remind me that Bass Reeves did have a movie. They did make a movie in 2023. It's called Lawman Bass Reeves. Get a chance, go check that out. Please, please, please check that out. We got to support. Thank you, Tim. Uh,
You're welcome.
Back to my rant. I was watching a segment on Fox, Fox and Friends or whatever it's called. I wasn't really watching it because I don't watch Fox because it's bullshit. But I was I watched a little segment, and anybody that knows anything about anything knows that California has a real bad homeless situation, which every city, every major city in every state. So whatever the big city is in that state has a homeless issue. Well, in California, they want to lock you up for being home. And the guy that was talking about locking people up for being homeless was an African American. Yeah, sure was. Then to take it a step father, a European American, said, you know what? Let's just kill him. Let's just kill him. Fuck it. Don't put him in jail. Let's kill them. Now, for me, I have an issue with the whole nine, all of that. For one thing, you just don't kill innocent people. You shouldn't be killing anybody. But if somebody should be killed, I'll let you all fill in the blank because that is retarded for anybody to talk like that. And especially when you know that a majority of homeless people are vets. As a veteran myself, you should never have to want for anything. You should never have to worry about housing. You should never have to worry about a meal, and you should never have to worry about meth. Because what you give this country as a veteran can never be replaced. When the first 3 weeks in boot camp are the worst, at least it was for me. What people don't understand is when you go into the military, their job is to reprogram you because you're no good to them if you can't kill. So what they do is they reprogram you so that you can kill. From day one in boot camp, at least through week 3, your regimen is constant. You don't have time to think. You don't really pay attention to what's going on. You do what they tell you to do. And that's how they reprogram you and program you to kill. But with that being said, a lot of homeless people are veterans. And if it weren't for those people, he would not even be able to be on that show to open his mouth and say some crap like that. So, to all veterans, I definitely applaud you and to hell with him. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that being said, Tim, I went off on a rant for a minute,
I
but
love it.
some things you want to talk about yourself.
Yeah, man. I heard something here the other day as me and my wife was sitting in the bedroom. We was listening to YouTube. You know, that's pretty much our television now. And I heard about a bill that the New York Democrats, which, yeah, want to pass. So I want to get things straight. So when you read the headline, it's basically saying New York bill replaces mother and father with gender neutral terms. Um, so when you first
So when
read
you
it, I know
first
for
read it,
myself, I was like,
I'm like,
what are they doing?
what they do? Yeah, and I actually had heard about it, but I didn't really dig into it
Yeah.
because I'm dig into it because I'm like this it just seemed weird to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but obviously you researched it a little bit more than actually I did. So, man, let me know what's going on with this.
Okay. So the bill is basically it's going to be affecting legal proceedings. They want to make these legal proceedings more, how can I put this, family friendly, inclusive, and the first
Uh,
diversify family structure in the court structure. You know what I mean? So instead of using the terms mother and father, they're going to use gestative and non-gestative parents.
what?
So that would be for custody hearings, child support, and I guess this is going along the lines of the LGBTQ community because their
Yeah,
divorce numbers
they're
are
adopting
rising.
kids. Yeah,
Yes, they're adopting kids and they're going through the same
right.
proceedings. But at the same time, it's like we're in a place and time now where we're replacing terms that are centuries old, if not a millennium. you know, and yeah,
Definitely. It's
I
just
don't
not
know.
to cut you short, but
Yeah, yeah,
it's just like the sexual terms. You know,
yes,
uh,
yes.
uh, we had straight, bisexual, and homosexual. Now they got so many terms to I guess make themselves feel better about what they do. And I'm probably going to catch some slack about it, but I mean, it's true, you know, uh, homosexual, bisexual, and straight. And now they've even created a new term for us. It's called cisgender. I'm like, what? That means
No,
you're
Lord.
straight. How about I just say I'm straight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're becoming a society that is obsessed with labels.
Yeah.
Um, at the
Well,
end of the day,
and
when I listen to your
America
first show,
loves labels.
yes, when I
America
listened to
loves
your
labels.
first show, you was straight on, man. Your first episode, you was talking about labels: African American, Chinese American, Japanese. You go to
Except for
any other
European
country,
Americans.
yeah, you go to any other country, there
They-
is no
They'll
label.
say, I'm Cuban. They'll go to
Yes,
Cuba. They'll say, I'm
yes.
Cuban.
I'm
Yeah,
Cuban. I'm
I'm
Chinese.
Cuban.
I'm Indian.
I'm Chinese. Yeah, that's
I'm
it.
American.
That's,
I'm a male. Biologically, I'm a male. You know what I'm saying? I got all the equipment for it. So I don't understand.
uh,
It's just me. I'm not gonna go into that too much, but
right,
just
right. Because the
just
thing
to say
is, when you start getting into that, it,
yeah, I'll leave that
it
alone.
opens up
You
a
know what I'm
whole,
saying? Because I'm gonna do me. So at the end of the day,
right.
I want to say this about the bill. It hasn't made it past the governor's desk yet. She's looked over it, but she
Okay.
hasn't signed it into law. And it's not just New York, from what I understand. I think it's Massachusetts. Um, oh shoot, let's see here. Let me look and see. There's a couple other states that have done the same thing, and I don't think they've passed it into law yet. But
Right.
it's kind of like, why?
This
I,
man,
I,
we are in unprecedented time.
absolutely.
I mean, we are doing things. You know, picture this: your kids and my kids have less rights than you and
Yeah.
I had at our age.
Right.
Roe v. Wade, all of that's repealed. Voting rights, they don't mess with all of that. Our children actually have less rights than we had at their age. Which I
Oh,
mean, now,
absolutely.
yeah, which now we have the same rights that they have now. So I mean, you know, because they did what they did. But when I was a 16-year-old young man, I had way more rights than my 16-year-old daughter has today. And that's crazy.
Wow.
How do we go backwards? Uh, only
I
in
don't
America.
know.
Yeah,
So
only in America, bro.
I pulled up some information here. So you got the states that are notable for gender neutral parentage reforms. New York,
Mm-hmm.
2026 legislative package. Hawaii, it was effective January 1st, 2026. Michigan, 2025.
Wow.
Massachusetts, and Minnesota. Minnesota kind of surprises me. I mean, the Midwest is usually a little more neutral, but
Nah, man, that was surprising. It's Minnesota.
yeah,
Minnesota. That so now it's kind of like I wouldn't be surprised if it was Arkansas. You know what I
right.
mean?
Right.
It's kind of like the same for me. I mean, they have uh, their big city, but all the rest of that stuff is it's not us. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not African real. So
Right.
that
Right.
changes.
Right.
So yeah, that surprised me. But yeah, Prince
Uh,
would probably have it.
well, I guess the key point is at the end of the day, we can say this: it does not make it illegal for you to use it in your own home or out on the street. It's just for court proceedings as of right now. I can see it being expanded later on down the road, and because that's what they do. They throw little
Yeah.
bits out at a
Yeah.
time and try to get people acclimated, and then the next thing you know, it's law. It's law for everybody. Now you
Yeah.
can't do it at all.
Oh
So,
yeah. And with that, it's two ways that they do it. Like you said, they put it out in little pieces and acclimate you to it, or they do something or have something that
uh huh,
is instrumental, like 9/11.
right,
You know, the NSA got all of their power from 9/11 because everybody was scared. And then they told you, hey, we need to be able to get into your phone. We need to be able to get into your computers, all of that.
yeah,
You know, and we're doing it for your safety. We have to find these terrorists. And of course, what do we do? Sign all the bills and yep, pass that. Yep, yep, I want to be safe. Now you get mad because they're in your business. Well, you know, when you were scared, it wasn't a problem.
right,
You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
but
absolutely.
yeah,
We're trading
uh,
our rights for comfort.
yeah, yeah, definitely. But that's what this country is. That's how we
Yeah.
work. That's how we operate. That's how we get there. So, you all, with that being said, Big Dog and I are going to take a break real quick and we'll be right back. See ya.
All right, we're back. And like I said, we have to take a break to put bills back in the mailbox. Not to pay bills, to put them back in the mailbox. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to keep it going, and we're just going to go on through the scam. Because, you know, there's always scam. Now, uh, Ticketmaster, I don't know if you go to concerts, you go to shows. It's been a long time since I've done it. You know, I've gotten older. So now I go to the Performing Arts Theater. And like I've seen Michael Jackson there. I've seen The Wiz. I've seen Tina Turner. It's another one I see. I have to ask my wife. I can't be sure. I've seen several shows at the Performing Arts, and I love going to the Performing Arts. But of course, anytime you go somewhere like the Performing Arts, you go to the movies, you go to a concert, most people use Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster is a scam. You may have a ticket that costs $75. Then you got this fee, that fee, this fee, another fee, plus that one. Oh, I gave it to you in English fee. Uh, you came around the back fee. Uh, did you park down the street fee? All of these fees, and by the time you're done, a $75 ticket is $200. And that is a scam. And that's my scam of the day. Ticketmaster. Buy your tickets from somewhere else. Don't buy them from Ticketmaster. You can get them other places. You can get them cheaper, and you don't have to pay all of those fees. What do you think about that, Tim?
Um, I don't go to concerts, so Ticketmaster has not gotten me. But I
I
did
don't
not
go
know
to
that.
concerts. Yeah,
I did
yeah,
not
but I
know
don't
that.
go
I
to
didn't know
concerts.
Ticketmaster. Wow.
Yeah, they got a million fees. I don't go to concerts, but like I said, I have been to the performing arts,
Right.
and I've bought a couple tickets through Ticketmaster. So yeah, buy your tickets from somewhere else. Don't use Ticketmaster.
So, what would you suggest, Mr. J?
Uh, and I got it on my phone.
Okay.
If I can find it.
Yeah. I mean, all you ever hear is Ticketmaster. I don't hear of any other
Yeah.
outlets or apps.
Well, I'll tell you this: the performing arts itself. Once you go onto their website gives you options, and
Okay. Cool.
Ticketmaster is obviously one of them. But I think the last show that the missus and I went to, I used somebody else other than Ticketmaster because of all the fees that they had. So yeah, we used something else, and I think I ended up paying after taxes and everything, maybe an extra $10 or something like that.
It's not bad.
But it wasn't like an extra 100. So that's for damn sure. Yeah, don't use Ticketmaster if you don't have to. But if you want to, make them rich. I mean, shit, they love it. So, yeah. But, so, moving on. This is one of the things I heard this quote, and I actually wrote it down because uh, of it. America doesn't always have a leadership problem. Sometimes America has a listening problem, which that's not really sometimes, it's all the time. America hears what it wants to hear. It's selective hearing that America has because it's only certain group that America listens to. So yeah, that is my quote, and I'm a jump into my black hero. Of course, since I don't know them personally and I don't really know their story, I have to read a little bit about it. So this week's Black Hero Spotlight goes to Dr. Calvin McKee. And Dr. Calvin McKee, he's a STEM research professional, and he has a company called STEM NOLA. And what he does is he reaches out to young African Americans and he gets them involved in STEM research, and he helps get them scholarships and stuff. And so we all know that STEM research is a controversial thing, but it has helped a lot of people and it has changed a lot of lives. So uh, what we'll do is we're gonna give it up to Doctor Calvin McKee. Dr. Calvin McKee, STEM NOLA, and he does STEM research and he helps out young African Americans and helps get them involved in that because STEM research is here. Whether you like it, agree with it, hate it, or whatever, it's here. And so he's a young doctor that is getting young African Americans involved. So give it up again, Dr. Calvin. All right, man. Uh, so yeah, homeboy, Big Tim Balin Whalen.
It's been a
You got
pleasure,
the
boss.
floor,
It's
brother.
been a pleasure.
Man, I definitely appreciate you coming out, man. I've had a good time. You know, this is actually my first show of actually bouncing stuff off of people. Uh, the show that I did with the missus was completely different, but I definitely uh, appreciate you stopping by. We got to do this again.
Absolutely.
We we can tighten the ship up, and but yeah, we definitely have to do it again. Oh, and let me tell you all, Alan is still coming. I'm telling you, he's still coming. I've talked to him, and he said he's still coming, and he's gonna do the show. Now, people get wrapped up, they get involved, and they have a lot of stuff going on. Like one of the things that, like Tim and I, we've got several things going on, and there used to be an old saying that you got too many irons in the fight. And my thing is, it really doesn't matter how many irons you got in the fire, as long as they're all heating up.
Come on.
That's
I
what
feel that.
you can have them all in there. And if this was not heating up, yeah, you might want to take that one out. But you can put a million of them in there. But as long as they're all heating up, then you're good. So, but with that being said, Alan says he's gonna make it, and I'm gonna hold him to his word. And yeah, I don't know. So, all right, Tim. Any last word?
Yo, man, it's just been a
Anything
pleasure, dog. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate you letting me discuss my company and let me say what's on my mind about the mother and father issue or bill, I guess you could say. Um, just keep doing what you're doing, man. And I love that analogy you just had where all the irons have to be heating up, man. It don't matter how many you have. And I've learned that over the years. It took me a while to learn it. You can't accomplish anything if you don't start. So
Yeah,
we've been talking about
and
this
that's
podcast for quite some time, and my boy has started and he's doing it. You know what I mean? So, hey, I will definitely be watching. And if y'all don't mind, just check me out on Wayland Enterprises Live LLC, or Wayland Enterprises LLC is live on my YouTube channel. And hopefully I can have you as a guest one of these days.
for sure. All right, you gotta hit them with your famous saying. Hey, gang,
Okay.
I
All
love
right.
it.
If everyone's a servant, everyone gets served, man. That's all. I mean, if that is common sense, it's logical. If everyone's a servant, everyone gets served. So let's take
Exactly.
care of each other,
So
man.
let's
We
take
ain't got to
care of
worry
each
about the
other.
government. We can take care of ourselves.
And with that being said, I do want to touch on one thing, and that is we have to stop pretending that we are different. Millionaires and billionaires do not care about middle class European Americans. You are no different from me. You work at the same jobs, you pay the same type of bill. You are me. You think you're different because of this, but you're not. And they don't see that. So let's stop fighting each other. Let's come together and fight them. And with that being said, Tim, thank you. This is Have Jokes and Full Truths. God bless, and we'll see you again.
Y'all take it easy.